So coming up next here
is the actual owner of this medal, IceKnight.
Yeah, the actual owner of this medal, I believe this was taken directly from his house.
Well, I didn't take it.
I didn't say you did.
Speaking of IceKnight, I mean, we do got him on stream now, so it's going to be a very fun set here.
Yeah, we're going to see more action of the Classico from Chicago. I mean, we've talked about how all of these people are just so iconic to this area, but especially a matchup like IceKnight Ravenking. You love to see it.
Yep. And I mean, these two play all the time, right? Here at Tri-Point, sometimes at scrims. You see these two playing constantly. So we'll see how that turns out for the two of them this time around. Some of the best in the business here in Chicago. Very studied history together. You know, they know each other's habits very in and out. So that's going to be a very big testament in this set here.
I have their current set count.
Okay.
They haven't played this tournament yet, have they?
I do not believe so.
Okay. Their current set count is 47-45.
Really?
It's tight. And IceKnight is up by 2 games.
Oh, really?
They last played last week.
Yep, at Tri-Point, wasn't it? Yep, there it is, just like I said. So, yeah, with such a tight record. Okay, yeah,
and a tight edge guard, too.
Yeah, able to just sink in 3 back airs there to find stock number 1. Ravenking already firing on all cylinders here.
Oh, trying to find the return. First hit drags him down. Chasing high, going back low, caught by the grab. Ravenking creating space and weaving in and out with the B reverse guns. I love that.
Right now, IceKnight is having such a hard time getting his hands on Ravenking here. I'm going to keep harping on it, man. So elusive, so hard to get your hands on him. He's so slippery.
Yeah, he's so hard to hit.
You just played him earlier. Can you attest to that? Like how hard it is and your perspective on how elusive he is as a player?
It is very hard to hit Joker in general. I think Greninja has a slightly easier time doing it, but the way Ryan or Ravenking plays has really improved recently, and he's so much better applying pressure and just suffocating when machine can't play.
Can you tell us more about your tragic loss and what you think you could have done differently?
No.
Okay.
Let's go back to
Moving
the
on.
game here. Yeah, I think his line is on. Okay, this is actually important.
And that's my ghost.
What you saw is enough.
I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Our send back out. We're gonna start a ledge trap. Just faking it out a bunch. Carries the down smash. But nothing to do on the follow. We reset neutral, and that's going to give it to Ravenking. That back air does it all.
Can we keep a tally of how many stocks are taken with back air?
Are we at 1 or 2?
We're at 2.
We're at 2.
Do you have the other? Okay.
I have the other whiteboard.
Got it.
Go Ryu can be removed.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
Swayze's legacy can be removed. Yeah.
Also for Icon being in Winterside Rams.
Yeah, exactly.
But these 2 players right now trying to fight to meet Icon there.
Yeah, but they've got a slog to get through. Yeah. We're in the thickest of it for this top 4. It has been a wild ride already, but IceKnight is on the back foot here against Ryan, having a hard time kind of getting his hands on him, and Ryan just continuing on with the pressure. That Arsene damage is kind of crazy. Ooh, God, just barely whiffing. Good stuff on IceKnight, able to air dodge past that back air.
Hugging center here on this long, flat stage. Only need to push forward whenever your opponent is clearly in disadvantage, or you can get a nice bait and punish, but otherwise you can see them both backing up and trying to vie for the middle.
Oh my God, and Ryan just being so elusive, impossible to hit. Weaving through everything.
Yeah, and IceKnight was able to get that down tilt, but unfortunately for him, not able to get the full edge guard, or the full confirm, but we're able to find something there off of the scramble on ledge. Nice back air coming out from IceKnight there. Not out of it just yet, but still fighting to stay alive more than anything.
All right, I'm also going to make a tally on my board of how many times IceKnight takes stocks with back air.
Got it.
And I mean, IceKnight has made comebacks like this before. This is nothing unusual for him, but to make this kind of comeback game 1 shows what kind of event this has really been.
Arsene close to coming out. Yeah. We don't even need it. We start a drag down combo into the down smash. Those shallow walls of Town and City going to allow Ravenking the first game.
Yeah, definitely with all of the down tilts as you mentioned, or any of that falling, aerials, it definitely helps out Ravenking so much because that's exactly what gets him going, and he knows like that's almost a secured stock for him, knowing that IceKnight was like already at that death percentage and like there was nothing he could do about it.
So something that might not be as prevalent, but something to consider is these two players play other characters very proficiently.
Yes.
You know, Ravenking has his eye, and IceKnight has a plethora of characters. Joker. I was trying to think of a word.
Yeah.
He has Joker, Roy, Cloud. It really feels like it, but I'm
Does he have a
assuming we won't
Luigi
see
too,
it.
I think? No?
Yeah.
We don't talk about the
Okay.
Luigi.
That's IceKnight too.
I think we've had enough Luigi for the rest of this bracket, I feel.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, nice Rebels guard means that Arsene is close to coming out fairly early. That 40% is a nice spot to be in. What are we going to make happen with that? We are switching to small battlefield per IceKnight's request.
Yeah, probably not liking the like long stage in Town City, just one smaller stage to suffocate Ravenking even more.
Interesting in this matchup too, because IceKnight really generally likes those longer stages, loves PS2, loves to play the ground speed and just the overall like stats that are just better on Greninja than a lot of other characters. But unfortunately, SD from Ravenking, those fantastic stats on Joker won't save you against that air dodge to ledge.
Yeah, I think Arsene going away like messed them up because it put him in the like disappear animation.
Yeah, and unfortunately that is quite the death sentence off stage, those air dodges here in Ultimate. So it's kind of a kick in the teeth a little bit, losing stocks that way, but such a steady competitor is going to steal stocks away very quickly with a drag down out smash.
No Arsene too, he's about to get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's basically just going to set up right now, and Arsene basically coming out, yeah, right now it's not going to look too pretty for IceKnight here, so any credit is going to have to be done really soon, or maybe even a stock here, but it's going to get really brutal as we're now seeing these heavy hitting moves with that Arsene. It's going to be a tough one.
In the down air into the up smash, still chasing, but trying to play it a little bit more safe and slow. You don't need to overextend just because you got a good combo. Not quite able to connect with that up smash right there.
And what was once IceKnight's lead, now with a simple Arsene, is suddenly flipped.
That's the thing that you get from this shorter stage with these double platforms. Just more volatility. The smaller the stage, the less neutral that gets to be played, and the more these guys are just going to go for hard reads and things like ledge trumps.
Ravenking so ready to jump away from these down tilts and these dash attacks into the forward air, so ready for it. Both these players, but not ready for it just enough there, but it's not going to kill. So IceKnight is able to go pretty deep for the back airs, but not able to secure anything. Ryan just has to get off of the ledge here, but IceKnight is not letting it happen.
Yeah, he definitely wants to keep this lead here, but he's got to play a little more careful. Never mind, the Arsene meter has gone down by a lot. So again, he's in the driver's seat. Once again, gonna get a lot more extra credit here as much as possible. Gonna go deep for that, but unfortunately, not gonna make it back to stage.
A little bit tit for tat there.
Tough.
Yeah. But that doesn't slow him down because he's right back into advantage. It's like he never lost his stock in the first
Like
place.
he never left.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And like he definitely left, Arsene is back on the screen. We have 60% and falling actually, but IceKnight has to make it back to stage to make anything happen. Great angle on the Hydro Pump instead of grabbing ledge, so it doesn't eat that aerial there.
Yeah, and IceKnight putting on a lot of pressure, still able to get a back air confirm. Arsene's going to go away here, so that's really good for IceKnight. Not too much kill potential, like raw kill power anymore. You're going to have to find something for Ravenking here, but he's keeping it going.
Yeah, Ravenking's definitely not going down without a fight whatsoever, retaliating as much as possible, trying to get something going. A weak dare and gun as well off stage here. Just one more two good hits from either or player could definitely secure this game too, and we'll see who will be the defining factor here.
Oh,
yeah, and Ravenking fully aware that Greninja.
Oh, fantastic pacing coming out from Sean there. Not rolling, waiting, knowing that the charger's coming and keeping on the pressure. Even though Arsene is on the field, IceKnight does not care, keeping it moving. Oh, just barely whipping the dare.
Oh my god, and he hits it.
There it is.
Such a brutal angle.
Excel's gonna do it.
Terrible, brutal angle, a lot of rage. I mean,
yeah.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah, exactly. The perfect smorgasbord of correct things to bring that stock and the game. Any one of those things that aren't there, That's not taking it.
Yeah, and what should have been IceKnight's game, now suddenly a very strong 2-0 lead for Ravenking.
I'm really enjoying that we can't tack up tallies and that both of these players are looking for more than just their back air kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, some creative options coming out.
I mean, when we're this deep into bracket, there is so much versatility that we're going to see from these players, and real-time adaptability as well that we're just seeing even from game to game and from minutes even. So it's going to be a lot to keep up with here, but going into our game 3 now, small battlefield. I mean, we'll see IceKnight is in the driver's seat currently.
Okay. Tried for the Hydro Pump for a little bit of a gift there, but not able to get too much of a push box on it. Now, Ravenking able to fire back, almost evening out percentages, but IceKnight knows when it comes to Arsene, you can't give him an inch or he takes that mile.
Oh man, yeah, a little bit of a greedy option there with the upside under that platform here. We've got the Arsene, and there he goes. So now you gotta definitely just kind of duke it out here with IceKnight here, and definitely prepping for that up smash, but not gonna be able to find it.
And here we can see one of Greninja's biggest issues. He needs a setup to kill. It's very hard for Greninja to get just a straight up raw kill.
He doesn't have that big move
Yeah,
that
he
can
doesn't
just throw
have
out
like
super safely.
Yeah, he doesn't have a choker bair like the RF tilt or whatever. He just has like his frame 14 forwarder. You know, you could just react to it.
Yeah, exactly. But we're going deep. We're able to secure a first stock here with a back air for IceKnight on this game number 3. But it's looking pretty good for him right now. Able to get a dash attack to set up for the next set of combos. Really good catch on that tech with the rapid jab.
Yeah, the jab is either going to catch for a jab block if you miss the tech, or if you tech in place like that, it's going to continue in. But the back air returns the favor, even stocks back up.
I want to point out that we said they were being really creative with the way they were taking stocks, only for them both to immediately take stocks with back air.
These guys just don't want us to
Oh,
get
no.
our job here.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, he's a joker. He's
Yeah.
fine.
We tell her those.
The audience.
Oh, it's a nice surprise.
But, I mean, even so, it's a bad position to put yourself in because IceKnight is capitalizing off of that very tiny mistake so much. Able to get that down to the forward air to secure a second stock for himself. IceKnight sitting real pretty in this game 3 here.
Yeah, this is a pretty big advantage point for IceKnight, and this is definitely the momentum he needed to create for himself to be able to get back in the game and be able to find, you know, that key trigger to secure this last Ravenking stock, and hopefully he's going to figure his way out here as we see more uppers come out and fairs.
Ooh, really like that wall jump to get the back air coming out from Ravenking there to kind of force IceKnight away from the ledge so he can get back. But IceKnight doesn't seem to care about that at all, keeping on a lot of pressure there. Bobbing and weaving, playing that hit and run game, going deep for these edge guards like he knows he can.
Oh.
You're going to fall out of the back air, but IceKnight able to secure it anyways. Fantastic stuff.
Down tilt into forward air. Greninja's bread and butter takes the stock and keeps IceKnight's dreams of continuing in this bracket alive a little longer. We'll be going into game 4.
And look at the crowd here. I mean, it is so tense here because with players that play so often and players that know each other so well, every minute, every choice, every impulsive decision is something that has a story behind it.
And like you really aptly mentioned, it's tense in here. That's not a lot of excitement when you've had these players play against each other so much. It's more about what are the hype moments, what are the end results. It's so tense to determine, especially as we go further and further into this set. Okay, nice little sweet combo. We've got that center platform on Hollow Bastion right now. Ravenking's choice. Nicely. Trying to get back to stage here. Ravenking still eating some offstage options. Going deep, and Arsene being out is no bueno, but still going to be able to make it back just for IceKnight to throw him off again.
It seems like something has switched in IceKnight starting in that third game there. He has been able to consistently not care at all about Arsene. Doesn't care about anything that he has to offer, snuffing him out, doing a very good job bobbing and weaving out of those really big, strong moves. It's something has changed in him, something he's seeing as we continue into the set.
I mean, he just stopped getting. He just stopped like. Oh, he just started avoiding all of Ravenking's confirms. Anything that he wants to get started, any follow-up, anything, he's avoiding it and guessing correctly every single time now. You know. And with Joker being such a precise character, you can't. Any mistake like that would just kill you.
Yeah.
Dancing back to the center here. Both of them would like to get under that platform. And so you can see a big scramble occurs where neither of them are willing to overcommit to an option. Because the first one that does is going to get punished.
Oh man, no follow-up. I was expecting something there, but I guess IceKnight wanted to play it safe there. And I'm not going to approach Ravenking knowing what else he's got up his sleeve here. But again, I mean, IceKnight doing a really well job, but maybe going to be able to recover. But yeah, I mean, Ravenking's just on the job.
Yeah.
Going straight Reddit out.
Ravenking does not drop.
Wow. Ravenking does not drop these.
The option coverage is crazy.
Beta 2025.
I love IceKnight not pulling the trigger on that Rebel's guard, by the way. It's like seeing it come out and pinning what was originally a bad situation from him. Advantageous, able to get the substitute counter. Fantastic stuff. But a spot dodge is going to get grabbed and you're back off stage. But it's 3 stocks to 1 on this game number 4.
I've been waiting to see a substitute for so long from IceKnight because his substitute gameplay and Hydro Pump have been so well. And this is now where we're seeing it in that pivotal moment where IceKnight is feeling himself. He's like, okay, I gotta lock in for this game 4 here. He's got so much momentum, a whole stock, and anything right now is so crucial for him.
And another Arsene. We're going to catch the up B with a back air. Can we find another one? Yes, we can.
One more time for the one time.
Moving.
Unfortunately, the wrong direction right there. Maybe expecting more of a wall ride, but in any case, Ravenking has turned it back around. Very nice counter on the up smash, not going to connect, of course, being up in that verticality. But the up smash the second time does not miss. IceKnight sending us to a game 5 in fairly dominating fashion.
Yeah. And I don't blame Ravenking for that up smash. In that spot, you kind of have to make a risk to put yourself back in the game.
Yeah, it was basically like a Hail Mary kind of option there for Ravenking. He's like, I'm just going to go all in on my chips here and hope for the best. But yeah, we're going to be going to game 5 now. It definitely seems like IceKnight has figured something out, as you mentioned, Excelsior, that, you know, finally something is connecting, and there's that adaptability that we're seeing once again. So he's not done just yet.
IceKnight put himself back together after game 3. Now the situation's reversed. Ravenking on game 5, tournament stock, or tournament set, has to put himself back together and figure something out to stop this reverse 3-0.
Decided that the Hollow Bastion wasn't the move and wants to go to PS2 now. This is, of course, a very comfortable stage for both of these players, and both of these characters love as many neutral interactions as they can get. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of conditioning in this one.
I think this is an interesting pick from Ryan. This entire tournament and for a long time now, he's been banning Stadium, refuses to play on it.
Wow.
Mostly coming from my experience, but he has not played in this. And now game 5 says, now it's time to play on it.
It's an interesting choice there.
But, I mean, IceKnight putting on a clinic right now, able to get that down tilt into the forward air to secure a stock. Less than a minute in and not even 50% sitting on himself. He's doing a fantastic job. That adaptation that was made back in game 3 is showing colors here as we continue.
IceKnight says, if you're going to take me to my comfort stage, I'm going to make you work for it.
Yeah, second stock, and we already had our second Arsene too. Oh.
I mean, who even knows? Because I feel like IceKnight has done such an excellent job at shutting down Arsene, and that's really like the other X factor here that's so crucial. Because once you let Joker going, I mean, he's not going to stop whatsoever. Knowing Ravenking as well, as we almost see that down smash connect, but unfortunately not just yet.
And IceKnight is so clearly in the driver's seat right now. I mean, forcing Ravenking to pull out counters in kind of risky situations and really showing why these games and these sets between these two have been so close.
I love following high there to catch the down guns. Look, what Ravenking really likes to do when falling is these down guns into like a back air or down guns into an aerial, so that if you try to approach late, you're going to get swatted. But IceKnight said, no, I will be doing the swatting today, went higher and caused the stock off there. Now Ravenking's down 2 stocks in the game 5. Maybe not the climactic finish we were looking for.
I mean, we'll find out. Arsene is going to peek out very soon here. And there it is! But missing that F smash is a little brutal there for Ravenking. IceKnight just looking to close it out.
Yeah, this is IceKnight's game solution. Oh! And with a Untouchable Bear, too.
Yeah.
You know, that's 1 on the board. See if Ravenking can start mounting this comeback, but very little Arsene left regardless.
Yeah. And IceKnight is doing such a good job just keeping so much pressure on him, even with Arsene out. Doesn't seem to care at all. We're getting desperate with the Rebels charge, and there it is. Yeah, that dash attack forward air to secure the set. A reverse 3-0 coming out from IceKnight as he sends Ryan out at 4th.
Yeah.
Reversed 3 games, like you said. We can't understate that. Ravenking was looking so strong in the first 2 games. Game 1 especially not as close, and then what happened? I mean, I feel like I see this all the time with Sean, where he will be down a game, 2 games, and then suddenly it's just different. Everything has changed, and IceKnight just flips a switch. Another game 5 for him under his belt.
He just chooses to not get hit. He notices all the mistakes. Hey, what's up, man? We were just talking about you.
How's it going?
Let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
fucking go.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Yeah.
I got the crowd going right now.
All right, so I want to know, those first 2 games were very clear. You know, Ryan took those first 2 games very, was doing a very good job dictating the pace of the game. What changed in game 3?
I think the biggest adaptation I made was playing the ground. He was like doing a lot of overextension back air, a lot of overextension like nair. I initially went into the game or like into the set thinking that I could just full hop willy-nilly and make it so that he would chase me in the air, but he was not falling for it, probably because we have like over 1,000 sets. But I just like stuck to only the ground. He would like overextend with dash attack a lot. He really likes using dash attack in mid range, and I would just dash back dash attack over and over again. I used a lot of undershoot aerials too, just to bait him into me, and that was the big change that I made. I would do like undershoot forward air, like at empty space almost, to make him think he could just swing at me, and then I would whiff punish him. And he started. I think he probably started panicking a little bit after the second game, because at least after I like took 2 games, I could feel the momentum like really shift, and it kind of snowballed on his end. I think he started panicking pretty bad.
Yeah, and I think it really showed. Something I did want to ask: what led to going to Stadium Game 5? I know Ryan.
He picked Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the logic for that?
I honestly have no idea. I always ban Smashville Battlefield Town against. Unfortunately, the way the stage list is, I'm like pretty much forced into Town Game 1, so Game 1 kind of starts me at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because I have to ban Smashville Battlefield. But I mean, probably just because he didn't feel comfortable on Bastion. I feel like he's the type of player to switch stages when he doesn't feel comfortable, more so rather than like the matchup on paper. So yeah, that's probably just why he did it. Otherwise, though, I know he doesn't usually like going to Stadium against Greninja, but he probably just felt it in the moment.
Yeah. Before we let you go, I do want to ask, going into this next set, you just played against somebody you have a ton of sets against. You're about to play against another person you have a ton of sets against. What's the thought process, I guess maybe even in that last game, but going forward? Is it just another day at the office, or do you have a game plan?
I always have a game plan.
He knows.
I always like go into a set with like a set plan. I don't ever play to any 2 matchups the same. I've played against Jeff for a long time. That's like probably like one of my biggest rivals right now. He beat me in Gauntlet Game 5 actually, so yeah, I'm excited to play him. I think I started off on day 1 playing pretty sloppy, in my opinion. I didn't have the best showing on day 1, and in Gauntlet stage I don't think I played that well too either, to be honest. But I feel like I'm a late game player. I always like kind of like ramp up towards the end.
I mean, for not playing bad in Gauntlet, you took him to Game 5.
Yeah.
Who knows what we can see in the set?
We'll see.
Yeah, late game player in sets, late game player in
Yeah,
tournaments.
I'm a big momentum guy.
I love that. Well, we're going to let you continue your momentum. We're going to bring Ravenking on for the losers interview here, ending at 4th place. But we're going to give you a chance to breathe before your set.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Good luck,
Thank
man.
you.
When do you want your medal?
What a fantastic showing from IceKnight.
Why do you have my medal?
Get out of here. Your interview is done.
Dude, go.
Get out.
Get out of here. Your interview is done.
Leave.
Give somebody else the spotlight.
It's not about you.
Hi, Ryan.
This guy.
Welcome,
that guy.
That guy.
My name is
Konnichiwa.
Hello.
Ryan, how you feeling?
He got it.
Yeah.
He got it. That's about it.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you is when it comes to playing against somebody that you have so many sets with, I believe, Kev, you were saying it was what?
47-45.
Yeah. It's pretty back and forth. He's got a bit of an upper hand currently, but I mean, hey, that could change within the next couple of weeks there.
Yeah.
Something that I noticed while we were casting that is, not to say that it was hard to cast, but a lot of tension.
Yes.
You could feel everybody kind of on the edge of their seats, really focusing. How does that feel on your end from your perspective?
Sorry, what's up?
How does that feel from your perspective, having such a long history and that tangible tension within the scene?
I think it gets to the point where, like, when you get to, like, the 100th sets, it barely just, like, past experiences can matter and all of that. And I feel it's just, like, you take and give between, like, the present, the past, and the future. And I'm personally a player that, like, tries to remember everything. And, like, there's only so much my human brain can handle.
Yeah,
and
there's only so much, like, memory you can attain, honestly.
So at a certain point, I need to, like, just back it off at some point. So I think that, like, I had the momentum going in, and then I just, like, psyched myself out.
What are you taking away from this tournament? When you're leaving here, you're ending at 4th. What the run, you wanted to go further, but you have a lot to take away from this tournament,
easily.
Successes-wise. Maybe some things to look back on. What stands out to you?
I mean, it's the elephant in the room, the toe win, dude.
Toe win. I was asking for it. I was fishing for it.
Like, I said it, like, many times, like, even if I busted out the rest of the tournament, getting that toe win just meant so much to me. Like, truthfully, I was just ecstatic. And, like, when I woke up this morning, I'm just like, I had to fake toe. I'm like, oh, nah. That was, like, the worst draw I could have had for a gauntlet. I beat that.
Well, we love watching you. It was an awesome run. Do you have anything else? Any closing words?
A big shout out to my sponsor, Idolin Esports. Like, they've always been, like, big supporter with the good luck pose and, like, always keep an eye on me for anything I go to. They've been a huge help for me, and I really appreciate them. Shout out to everyone being here. You guys are awesome. I also want to give a shout out to my parents, like my mom and dad, like, who've been supporting me since I've been doing this. Like, they mean the world to me, and I wouldn't be here without them. Shout out to Dan, who's been doing this for years, my GOAT for everyone, and yeah.
Where can the people follow you? Where can the people find you?
At Ravenking_SSB on Twitter.
All right, awesome.
And also, I do coaching. Maybe you can hit me up on that.
Hey, if you want to be like this guy, you should probably reach out for some coaching.
Yeah. Who knows? I may have coached your local PR player.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
So much.
It's been a pleasure watching you play and having you on the mic.
Congratulations on the 4th, man.
Yeah, congrats, man.
One of the 4 horsemen down as we have.
No.
Oh, wait, we got to get your card.
Yeah, your card.
Hold on, you can't leave without this. There you go. So we only have 3
such a cool card.
players left here. We've got Atata, IceKnight, and Icon.
Yeah.
This is really tough now.
This is a tense
really
one here. Can we move the card down just a little bit? Make sure that Icon's sitting on top there. Yeah, there we go.
Even.
Look at that blocking.
Oh yeah.
IceKnight and Atata's card sitting at the bottom, Icon at top. Could that be foreshadowing to what's going to happen for this
I think
event?
that's just how bracket looks right now.
It's really current shadowing.
It's not really foreshadowing. We'll see. We'll see.
Beta wanted to play the vid. Yeah.
But it's been a lot of intense sets. There's going to be a lot more coming, so give us just a short break. We'll be right back with the rest of Chicago Summit. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.